Hi, thank you so much for watching Viva's Canadian Journey. If this is your first time, please don't forget to subscribe. It's very easy to do. Hit the subscribe button and don't forget to press the bell icon. Today I'm going to be answering a question that people ask me almost every week, a topic that I have tried to avoid for a very, very long time. But last year I had the opportunity to work in a college here in Nova Scotia. I worked there for close to a year. And after that, my mindset changed. And I would like to answer the question, which should you choose when coming to Canada? Colleges or universities? Let's get started. So a lot of questions about universities and colleges, okay? So I'm going to talk about it today. Now, before I answer the question, let's try and understand, okay, the difference between the two. Traditionally, okay, colleges were created to provide training to people to fill out a shortage or a need in a society or a community. So for example, you have society A or community A. And let's say there's a shortage of teachers, a shortage of carpenters, a shortage of admin assistants in community A. So what the community does is that they come together, they do the needful, create a college, okay, to train people to go out to fill out these needs in the society, okay? Now, because they were created just for that purpose, the courses in colleges, the programs there are very tailored. So you start a college to learn carpentry. By the time you're done, you'll be an expert in carpentry and carpentry only. And because of this, the duration of courses in colleges are shorter than your traditional universities because they're just preparing you for that. Very hands-on. And because of this, again, colleges are very, very hands-on, very practical. Lots of colleges have co-ops, work experience, work placement, because they want you to see how the work environment looks like so that you can be ready immediately to start work once you're done. Because this is, so just providing you with a history of colleges. This is why they were created. Universities, on the other hand, traditionally known for being very theoretical, and they have their advantages. I'll use myself as an example. Okay, I went to a university in the UK in London to study a 3-year Bachelor's of Art course in Media and Communication Studies. And I remember in my first year, I think it was my first and second year, but in my first year, I had to do 6 modules or 6 subjects in order to move to my second year. I had to pass these 6 subjects. Okay, I had to get good grades in these 6 subjects. But 2 of these modules, only 2 were compulsory and only 2 were related to what I was studying. The other 4 modules or subjects, courses were electives. So not related to media and communications. So I did a course in history, one in literature because I love this kind of courses. I did one in criminology, not because I wanted to, go into history or any of these courses. Okay, but I was curious. And to be honest, I think it really came in handy. The history and literature courses improved my writing skills. So the theory part of university, very important. Okay, so yes, university, their courses are longer, the duration is longer. Okay, you do other courses. The courses are not tailored and specific like courses in colleges. And like I said, they also have advantages. Okay, and the truth is, if you want to study something like medicine or engineering or law, you have to go to university. That is just, there's some courses that you can only do in university. You have to do the whole shebang, the whole 4, 5, 6 years. I was talking to a lady the other day and she said, "Oh, Habiba, I've always been interested in pharmacy, but I can only afford a year or 2. I only want to do a year or 2. I said, maybe you should think about being a pharmacy technician, which is different from being a pharmacist. Okay, so both colleges and universities have their advantages. Okay, now which should you choose? That question does not have a hard and fast, go for this one or go for that. You need to consider a few things. When I started university in London, I was 19 years old. Okay, so yes, I could take a 3-year course that had electives, non-related courses. I kind of had time. And the truth is, my parents were paying. Now if my parents were not paying, I probably would have done a 1 or 2 year course, sharp. So one of the things you need to consider, one of the factors to consider before you choose university or college is cost. Cost is very important. Money matters. So what can you afford? Don't put yourself under pressure if you cannot afford something. I always tell people that, because when you're coming to Canada to study, it's not just tuition fees, accommodation, miscellaneous expenses coming here. Winter comes, you need a good winter jacket. Okay, so consider the cost. Very, very important. Colleges are said to be more affordable because the duration is shorter. Okay, and just traditionally in Canada here, you can get colleges that you could do a 1-year, 2-year degree or diploma, pay 11,000, 12,000 Canadian dollars per annum as an international student. If you wanted to probably do that same program in a university, you'd be paying 18,000, 20,000 Canadian dollars or more. So consider cost. Now, I don't like saying consider age, but it's something you should consider. Now, the reason I don't like saying this is I don't believe that age should be a deterrent. I was speaking to a 57-year-old lady that's starting a 4-year course in BC. 57, she's starting a 4-year course. That was her dream to study that course, and I applaud her. However, if you have some work experience and you just want to get ready for the job market, if you're in your 30s, 40s, you have bills, you're considering costs, you're like, your age, you might want to consider that as well. Like I said, when I started, I was 19. Time was on my hands. My parents were paying everything. If I were to go to college now that I have a family, the bills to pay, honestly, I'll be doing a 1-year course so that I can finish on time, start working, get my money back. Okay, but at that age, that is not what I was thinking about. So don't let age be a deterrent, but it's also something you should consider. Very, very important. Also, what do you want to study? Like this lady that told me she wanted to study pharmacy, she's always liked pharmacy. I'm like, pharmacy here in Canada, you need to do the full thing. Okay, you want to study medicine, you need to do the whole, is it 6 or 8 years they do? Okay. Now, if you want to be a dental assistant or a dental technician or a medical technician, you can do 1 or 2 year courses in a college. There's nothing wrong with that. If you want to do law, you have to do the full thing. You want to be a professor, you want to do PhD, it's university. Law, do you understand? So there's some courses like that. You want to be a legal assistant, you don't want to do the whole full law thing. You can do it in a college for about a year or 2. Save some cost, save time. So these are things you have to consider before making that decision. And nobody can decide this for you. Look at your pocket, look at your age, do you have bills to pay? Are you a family person? How much can you afford? Look at all these things. What do you want to study? Very, very important. Okay, now people that ask, but do employers prefer people that finish college or universities? You know what I realized here? And I'm going to be very, very honest. I was shocked because I used to be team university. There are some employers here that work with colleges, okay, and they would rather get students that have gone through a college because they trust the college has given them the hands-on training. That's just the truth. But there's some other employers that actually want university students. Okay, so whether you do the college or the university, you're going to have a choice of employers. But please don't look down on colleges, which is what a lot of people do. Do not look down on colleges. A lot of colleges in Canada have very good reputations. They work with employers in the provinces, in the communities. Okay? And again, ultimately, the choice is yours. You finish, you either get a diploma or a degree, and the end goal is to get a job. And if you do well, you do your due diligence, you apply, you will definitely. I spoke to 20 plus students over the course in January. 98% of them that finished from colleges here in Nova Scotia have gotten jobs. Okay, so college, university, have your pick. Potato. Okay, I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please don't forget to subscribe. And until next time, keep watching Liba's Canadian Journey.